This is IGN. Sony just patented a PlayStation controller with a dedicated rewind button. It's Friday, November 8th, and this is IGN News. Sony seems to be experimenting with the idea of a PlayStation controller that has a dedicated rewind button, according to a recently published patent. The patent, spotted by Tech for Gamers, is for gameplay rewind technology that would activate when the user pressed a universal button on a controller during live gameplay. The button would activate a mode where the user sees a series of image frames of live gameplay that they can then scroll through. Selecting one will allow the user to review their gameplay from that point. Per the patent images, the button could be located where the share button on the controller is now. Another image shows an on-screen interface button similar to those on a TV remote, with images indicating play, pause, next, previous, fast forward, and rewind. There's also a return button. The patent description suggests that this feature would be useful in a number of ways, such as reminding a player of important quest information they might have missed, or how to reach a location they've been to before that they cannot recall how to access. It also details that a player might bookmark certain sections of gameplay they may want to revisit later, with the rewind button allowing them to quickly revisit these saved moments. The patent also highlights the challenges of implementing such a feature. Accessing recent gameplay while the player is playing a video game is difficult and requires hacking an existing service to view the portion of the gameplay of interest, the patent explains. For instance, the player may have to specifically instruct the gaming system to create a file including portions of gameplay for purposes of sharing with other players. The player may have to exit the gameplay in order to create the sharing file. When the sharing file is completed, the player can then access the portion of the gameplay of interest for viewing. While this patent is certainly interesting, it doesn't mean we're guaranteed to see a rewinding controller in the future. Gaming companies often patent tech they're working on, some of which makes it to market while some doesn't. In the last few years, we've seen Sony patent adaptive game difficulty systems, an interactive AR-based trophy system, autoplay and slow mode features, NFT and blockchain technology, and more. Thanks for listening to IGN. My name is Tony Jackson, and for the latest game and console updates, visit us at IGN.com.
Spoken Layer.